I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. Now, I know not of your designs, but I sense something singular about you. So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that. You have done well. Indeed you have. You've a strong arm, strong faith, and most importantly, a strong heart. Forgive me, I was just pondering about my poor fortune. I did not find my own son, not even in Anor Londo. I did not find my own son, not in Anor Londo, nor in Twilight Blighttown. Where else might my son be? Lost Izalith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this, but when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I'm seen as a laughingstock? As a blind fool without reason? Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
What happened to Solar made me hit rock bottom quite hard. I just kept questioning, even losing my mind over the fact that I could have done something, that I could have saved what remained of him. The funny thing is that it wasn't just him. The Firekeeper died. Many other just kept vanishing around me, and I couldn't stop that neither. I started to think to myself that I'm the murderer. I know we are undead. I understand that we shouldn't get too close to each other, but I refuse to live in doubt every time I leave a bonfire. So I wanted answers. There was only one entity that could have them. Someone that has given up everything and everyone for the purpose of immortality. After the destruction of his own kind, he stood atop of their bodies, while his long last dreams were seeping through his claws. So I wanted to know if it was all worth it, if that was the only way to achieve your goals in this cursed world. I needed the answer. However, he was suffering from the same affliction as my own brother, doing all and everything to become something. Destroyed from within by their own dreams, their aspirations, husks of what they once were. I found nothing. They say that after you reach rock bottom, the only way is up, that nothing worse can happen. And that was true, in a sense. I had nothing else left to lose. The only thing that kept me going was just the simple fact that I was really, really angry. And after seeing what Seath was capable of, I knew I was the only one who could put an end to it. Who better than the guy who lost his brother to madness itself, isn't it?
The sky ain't cried for weeks. It's dry. I watch the clouds, they pass me by. Your voice still lingers, soft and slow, like a saxophone in the afterglow. Falling into blue, I can't undo this way, this ache, this shade of you. Falling into blue, it pulls me through. No light, no fight, just fall into. Your picture's cracked, the frame is worn, each memory feels like a thorn. The trumpet wails, it tells my tale, a love too strong, a heart too frail. I reach for the stars, but they slip away. A dream that fades at the break of day. The guitar moans, it knows my sin, a song of loss. Where do I begin? Falling into blue, I can't undo this way, this ache, this shade of you. Falling into blue, it pulls me through. No light, no fight, just fall into. The sax cries out a mournful tune. The night hangs heavy, it hides the moon. Falling into blue, I'll stay a while. A shadowed heart, a borrowed smile.
What would be the cost of our dreams? What is the thing that drives us towards them anyway? Would you feel, let's say, fulfilled after achieving it? And then what? What happens after? Perhaps our human nature will always make us want more. A cycle of egotistical greed that would only end up when you take your last breath. Or perhaps enlightenment, fulfillment, rest. Maybe going crazy was the easiest way out, the best outcome. There were just too many questions going through my head, too many things that I didn't have any way of answering at the moment, so I just decided to keep going forward. My next stop was the new London ruins. As soon as I put foot at the entrance, I was met with a bunch of hollows, a far too familiar sight at that point. I was becoming numb to it. I could only feel pity for them. I couldn't help it. I was seeing a reflection of myself in them. I was one Estes away of becoming like them. Or maybe I was already lost. How would I even know? I did, however, realize one thing. I didn't want to become an empty shell that hunts the streets like they do. But maybe I wasn't thinking straight. Maybe I was just asking for too much. You see, the question was quite simple. Would someone like me be able to reach redemption, or would I just perish and come back here to rot in my own misery? That was just some food for thought that I was pondering on as I was pushing forward through the darkness. As I was getting there, I found specters of my own sins that were getting ready to claim my life. As if I haven't been using it properly. As if I have tarnished the whole meaning of being alive. And I couldn't blame them, really. Maybe somewhere along the way I lost my will. So what would that really make me? There was no difference between me and them at the moment. Was I being too pessimistic? Possibly. But how couldn't I not be? There's no light at the end of the tunnel, no rewind button. I just have to live with the consequences. I didn't really wanted my life to amount to nothing, so I kind of decided to push myself a little bit and at least try. And also, if I wasn't around here anymore, then there wouldn't be anyone to remember him. I did forget that to go into the abyss, you need a special ring. The ring is held by a boss that I wanted to avoid from the beginning. So I decided to try to find a way around it. The fastest way was to go straight to the source, to the bearer of the ring. And for that, I just needed a little detour. Between the fighting for my own life and escaping the dangers of the underworld, I almost forgot how it feels to be in the embrace of the sun. Something so simple, but so important at the same time. Sometimes, to enjoy the true essence of a flower, you just need to stop for 1 second and smell its perfume. I thought that someone like me was not allowed to feel this way anymore. But somehow, my shoulders felt lighter. I did find something that made me a bit uneasy. There was some sort of corruption coming from a hole on the ground. It did look like a bad omen, or at least like a sign to not continue on the path that I was going through. I could feel the darkness staring back at me, as if it could just take me at any moment, but decided to play with me just a little longer. At last, I was face to face with the arena where I would find him. I knew that what awaits me there wasn't going to be by any means easy. But it was something that I had to do anyway. I didn't have any other choices or plan Bs. I didn't get a ring from him, unfortunately. I guess maybe he never really had it to begin with. And without it, I just didn't have any more choices but to actually fight Sif and get it from him. However, before I got lost in my thoughts again, I felt like something was calling me from across the room. It seemed like the corruption was spreading inwards and it was also getting way worse. There was a big contrast between the forest and the town itself. The forest seemed full of life and color, and the town was in ruins. Going further inside the town, I found some kind of creatures lurking the place. They would fight like beasts. Their bodies were deformed and elongated. Their minds seemed to be a constant reminder of the aggravated condition of the town, where darkness and the worst of humanity prevails. Inside the caves, I found what appeared to be ghosts by then. They were oddly similar to items I have used before in my travels. Besides living in pure darkness, they were very unsettling to me. They painted a similar picture that I have seen before: empty souls in search of something. Even if that wasn't the case, I conceited myself into thinking so. There was also a very surprising and unfortunate find in the cave. After following a cat for a bit through some secret paths and corridors, I found a very weird light glowing in the dark, and after getting close while avoiding the ghosts, it became clear what it was. I started to understand why Artorias didn't have the ring anymore, and it would also make sense why he became the way he did. It was sacrifice, not to save the world or himself, but to save what he considered to be the most important thing for him. A simple, selfless act of love. I started to think that maybe my head was too far up my bottom to think about others and their problems. I was so consumed by my own misery that I couldn't see the world in front of me. And between the many thoughts going through my head, one made me realize what big of a fool I was. What would he think if he saw me like this? I bet he would be very disappointed to see me in this sorry state that I am right now.
You have done well. Indeed you have.
I bet he would beat some sense into me as soon as he sees how low I have fallen.
You've a strong arm, strong faith, and most importantly, a strong heart.
I needed to stop being so sorry all the time. I needed to be better. I wasn't the only one suffering in this world. There were so many people falling in the hands of desperation. And in order to make a change, first I needed to change myself. I had to become like the sun itself. A beacon of hope for the future and a pillar to support those in need. I wasn't looking forward for the fight ahead. It wasn't about strength or ability. It was a matter of the heart. We both want to protect what is dear to us, and there was only one way of doing that. It's either giving up on what you stand for or giving up on your life. And I knew he wasn't going to give up on neither of them.
The sky is bleeding, torn and wide. A whisper echoes where dreams collide. Each step heavier than the last. The future buried in the past. Shadows collide, and the fire edge of battle, the world grows dim. Hearts like glass, they shatter loud under the weight of a breaking vow. Every strike, every cry, a piece of us waves goodbye. Shadows collide, in the fire they dance. Blades of regret cut through the chance. Who will stand? Who will fall when shadows collide? We lose it all. Blood and dust, the color of time, a fleeting moment, a violent rhyme. Faces blur in the rising heat, the clash of sorrow, bittersweet.
Maybe in the end we both won. He got his deserved rest, and I got yet another chance to keep going. With the ring almost cutting on my finger, I had to head back to the abyss to redeem myself. I needed to banish every last bit of darkness that remained in me. I had to become the light that devours it.
I walked through fire, I crawled through rain. Every scar I wear screams my name. The road was rough, the nights were cold, but I found my spark, my heart turned gold. I thought I'd break, I thought I'd fold, but now I'm here, I'm standing by
And there I was, just a few steps away from the end. I hope that wherever he is right now, he can see me and he can see how far I have come. I hope he's proud of me. If I had learned something during this adventure, is that whenever something bad happens to us, it basically becomes the end of times. We sulk in our rooms, we close our hearts to people, and we focus on all the negative parts about living. We become the collection of our mistakes. I don't want to act like there's no suffering in the world. It should be our daily reminder to not take things for granted. To enjoy them while we still have the chance. To nurture this desire so that when the day comes, we can look back and be proud. Be proud of what we have achieved. Be proud of what we have become. Be proud of you. Just because we are not the sum of our mistakes, we are what we push ourselves to become every single day. And maybe, in our search for greatness, we can help others along the way and form a circle of egotistical kindness toward each other. As for me right now, I'm at the gates of my final challenge. I know it was a very long way, but I'm finally here. And I'm ready.
Which way do I go when both lead to pain? Caught in the storm and I'm drowning in rain. Do I stand and fight or let it all fall? I'm screaming for answers, but there's none at all. The sky's too heavy, it won't lift away. I'm stuck in the night that devours the day. Every path I take feels like a lie. With nowhere to run, I just stand and cry. The echoes scream louder than my own heart. Every step forward just tears me apart. The weight of the world is crushing my soul. A fork in the road, but I don't know which way do I go when both lead to pain. Caught in the storm and I'm drowning in rain. Do I stand and fight or let it all fall? I'm screaming for answers. cracks like a shattered dream. I'm lost in a maze and I just wanna scream. The mirror shows faces I don't recognize. I'm fighting a battle that I can't visualize. Every breath feels like a question mark, a compass spinning wild in the dark. I reach for the light, but it slips through my hand. I'm stuck in a place I don't understand. Which way do I go when both lead to pain? Caught in the storm and I'm drowning in rain. Do I stand